All right, time for something heavy outside our Beacon Hill studio. Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, Peter Cadges of the Boston Phoenix. And guys, if you come down off of that high watching Inauguration Day yesterday.
It's a special day.
What did you take from it?
First of all, the president caught people by surprise during that signing ceremony when he starts talking about his cabinet. Poor Shepard Smith's like, what are they doing? What's going on down there? But which I found kind of funny. Hey, the speech, it was brief, which is good.
18 minutes.
18 minutes. 4 years ago, the president talked about a sense of cooperation and bipartisanship. Didn't work. This time around, hey, you know what? I won re-election. Here's what I'm doing. And I dare you to challenge me. That's basically the tone of yesterday.
And then in case you didn't get the message, Boehner, here's my wife at lunch.
That's right.
How do you like them apples?
That's right.
I didn't pick up on that, but that's a good point. No, I thought it was a very eloquent, very powerful, and I think very combative, although his tone wasn't speech. What I took away from it was the call for gay rights. I found that the most significant part of the speech because no president has ever mentioned gay rights before.
Yeah, but that issue, I mean, that's like 20 years too late, isn't it?
By the president mentioning it in his inaugural address, he puts it first and foremost on the agenda. But this whole inaugural address was merely a warm-up for the State of the Union when the specifics will come. And after the State of the Union, we'll have the Republicans locking into gridlock, and we're going to still have a very hard time getting anything done.
Whatever you think of the president's agenda, I think it was important for him to be combative. To the victor goes the spoils politically, and you know, the Republicans gave him no court over the past 4 years. And
the only thing anyone's going to remember from this thing yesterday was Sasha yawning, and that's how it's going to be. 20 years, 50 years from now, some TV journalist is going to reference this only to show that sometimes the kids are bored as we are, and that's the way it goes.
And Scalia's lid.
Right. That's another issue. You go with the lids, Peter. Would you ever wear something like Scalia was wearing?
That was given to him by the Thomas More Society.
It was.
And it reflects his medieval mind.
Boy, see, you goaded me into it, and look where you got us, Peter. Cosmos. Let's talk about Tim Murray for a second, who up here on Friday, actually up the road in Worcester on Friday, announced that he will not be running for governor or any other office for that matter, which begs the question, Cosmo, after 6 years plus of Tim Murray, what is his legacy?
Look, it's difficult. I think he contributed to the administration. I was surprised a little bit only because for an ambitious guy, you think he might stick it out, but he's got that thing hanging around with the car crash, and I think that may have something to do with it.
Listen, Tim Murray performed a public service by taking himself out of the race, and he performed the service early, which is important because that allows other people to get in. I think he does have a legacy. He was very active in helping to formulate transportation policy. He was a liaison with cities and towns. No lieutenant governor is
I'm quoting Sasha Obama at this point.
It's not sexy stuff.
It's part of the operations of state government.
Speaking of sexy